The Amazon FBA shipping process made simple. In this video, you're going to learn how easy shipping is with Amazon FBA. Shipping can get really complicated, especially when there's so many abbreviated terms being thrown around everywhere, wondering who's paying for what and who you have to pay and who's responsible for what. I've done this various times over, so I want to make sure that this process is super simple for you and you make no costly mistakes. I'll be giving you a really simple example of the whole process at the end. So here's what you need to know. But when you're selling on Amazon, you are the seller. But when you're actually buying a product from a supplier, you become the buyer. So you have the buyer and you have the seller. You as the buyer become the consignee or the importer. The supplier is also known as the seller, the consignor, or the exporter. A term that I will refer to throughout this video is freight forwarder. A freight forwarder basically is a person who works on your behalf to make sure that your shipping process is made super simple. They can either take care of the full process or part of the process. So in my opinion, there's only 3 key shipping terms that you really need to understand. And these 3 key shipping terms are the terms that you will either ask your supplier for or the supplier will ask you. The first one is EXW or Ex Works. Now, this lays all responsibility on you, the buyer. The supplier's duty is just to manufacture and produce the products and put them on the factory floor. From then on, it's your responsibility to take it to its destination. What you need to know is FOB, which is free on board or freight on board, which are effectively the same thing. Now this puts some of the responsibility onto the supplier. So it's the supplier's job to manufacture the goods for you and also take it to the Chinese port. From the Chinese port, and when it arrives at the Chinese port, it's your duty to take care of it from there and take it to its destination. This is the method that I mainly use and I think is the best option to go for, especially when you're starting. So the third and final shipping method that you need to know is DDP, which is Delivery Duty Paid. This puts all of the responsibility onto the supplier. It's their duty to manufacture the goods, get them to the Chinese port, get them onto the sea or air, and get it over to its destination. This includes all customs duties and taxes. Okay, so here's a simple example of the process that I use. So firstly, once I've contacted the supplier, I ask for an FOB price. Once I've agreed the FOB price, I'm happy with the product, I move ahead and I pay my deposit. I then book shipping with my freight forwarding company, and once the manufacturing is complete, the supplier will then send all of the goods to the Chinese port. The freight forward then takes it, gets it onto the ship, gets it over to the destination shipping port. It then gets processed. I get an email through to make payment for my import duties and taxes. I quickly make the payment and then it's fully processed through customs. Once this is complete, it gets onto a truck and then gets sent over to the Amazon FBA warehouse. Now the freight forwarder are already aware that the shipment is coming through, so they have pre-booked a slot to deliver the goods to Amazon FBA's warehouse. Amazon then process the goods and then it's under my listing. All I do is I go onto my Amazon Seller Central account and I can see the numbers going up. And then I'm ready to sell. So shipping is that easy. You only need to understand what EXW is, FOB is, and DDP. The 2 that I would personally recommend is DDP or FOB. The danger with DDP is that you could be getting a shipping price from the supplier that's a much higher price than you would normally pay. So the reason I choose FOB is so I have full transparency and control of exactly what's going on with my products. I'm hoping this video was useful to you. If it was, make sure you hit that like button. If there's anything that you missed or you did not understand or I didn't explain correctly, just drop me a message in the comment section below and I will answer as soon as possible. If you're new to Amazon FBA and you're just trying to understand all of the information before you go ahead, make sure you check out my Amazon FBA product research videos. I'll put a link in the description for you. Subscribe so I know to make more videos like this one, and I will see you in the next video. Once I book this, come on!